Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
I'm Mark Cruickshank from Oregon City, Oregon, and I built a Muppet Castle, and this is it.
Fantastic. I'm not super familiar with the Muppets, so tell me kind of what all this is based on and where the inspiration and images for this came from.
Okay, so LEGO came out with Muppet Figs, and my wife challenged me to do something besides mechs, post-apocalyptic, or space. So I, for some reason, decided, hey, let's build a castle. And so this is my second castle. I did a Sesame Street castle last year for brick slopes, but so I started building this castle. So we had to track down all the different minifigs that LEGO put out for Muppets, and we have all of them. And then it wasn't enough, so to like populate the crowd down in there, I put in some classic space. I got some other noticeable characters, kind of like Boone Langston in there, and I got some other people from Portland in there, and the Sesame Street characters. But yeah, I don't know. It was really fun to do. There is movement. There's lights. I tried to do kind of vignettes for everyone. Like down in here, I made Animal a blacksmith, and he has his own little shop.
I like the big swords and the shovel and everything behind him there.
And then up here, I got Miss Piggy's pig room, or wig room, pig wig room. And then, of course, she gets a double tall, so she gets that extra loft up there with flowers and whatnot.
A chandelier, you got all the gold chains.
Yeah, you know, she's an elegant pig. Up here, I have Beaker and Honeydew, and obviously something went wrong, and Beaker's being shot through the roof, and Honeydew is just being Honeydew. So over here, I have Gonzo with his army of chickens, or 8 chickens. And
this is my favorite part, the trebuchet.
He's being launched by his chickens to go defend the castle. I was gonna do a cannon, but it kind of like the convention sneaks up on you really close. So I was like, okay, well, catapult, trebuchet, whatever. Okay, let's do that instead. That's easy. These buildings back here actually go up and down, but it's been a long weekend, so they're kind of doing their weird motor shaking thing. But they actually in sync with the Muppet song. I was gonna have that playing, but there's other music playing next to me, so I didn't want to compete with that. So
there's a lot of theatrical productions at Bricks Cascade.
There is. There's a lot of builds with smoke and music and all kinds of stuff going this year. So it's a great show this year. I do have I have all the figs. So I have Waldorf and Statler sitting in their balcony heckling. Fozzie, who's on stage trying to tell jokes. Rolf the dog's playing the big steam organ, which was the most fragile part to move, and the most I was worried about was that having to rebuild it, which would have been fine, but it made it in one piece, which was really good. I don't know if it's gonna make it home, but that's okay. We got a year, so.
That's some great sort of greebling effects there to create that organ, getting the pipes all over.
Well, yeah, usually, like I said, I build like steampunk or post-apocalyptic or space, and then there's a lot of greebling with all this gray pipe pieces and stuff. And so I didn't know how to, like, I love doing that. And so I just thought, okay, he needs, instead of just a regular piano, he needs a steam organ, and then that let me have my creative freedom to, like, do all that greebling and everything on it. And so, yeah.
You've got a great variety of colors throughout this here. So how did you incorporate all those different colors together, and especially kind of creating the castle elements and all these different towers?
Well, that is actually, that's really hard to, I don't know. These are just what I have. Okay. Like, this is, the reason why it's all this color is because that's what I had. This is what I have laying around. So it's like, you have enough of that nougat color, you have enough of that, burnt orange or whatever, like, okay, well, let's build that section. And like, I don't bricklink, I don't do any of that stuff. So it's like, this is probably going to be something completely different next year. And like last year, half of this was the Heartache City I displayed. And like year before that is Rolling City. And it's all the same brick. That's why we don't glue anything. We just reuse it. So I use what I have. So yeah.
And what were these rooms down here?
Down in here, you have the Swedish chef. He's about ready to carve a turkey with a saw. And there's a bunch of details in there that, like, now I'm realizing the public probably won't even see because they're 3 feet away. And And then the next one up, we didn't know really what to do with Janice, so we just made Janice's Flower Power Flower Shop. So that made sense for Castle because they didn't really have like electric guitars or anything back then. So
The floor tiling is great in there, along with the Miss Piggy one as well. I love those colors.
well, yeah, someone a while ago taught me like you need to use more than just dark gray, and so I'm not gonna say who that was, but so ever since then I've been trying to use more color and even colors like pink and so yeah.
You, throughout this, have you used the kind of lattice piece technique to create almost like a stained glass effect?
Yeah, that was actually really fun. My favorite one is behind the stage, and it's literally just the little fence pieces, and then you could just stick the little round transparent studs on the back of them, and they look like stained glass. The one in the front's really cool. And then I was using these to like just hide the battery boxes. So I have some of these where they're just, instead of just having a blank wall, see if I can put that on. Yeah, having a blank wall, I wanted to put like as if there is something in there or a room or something. So there's another battery box up here with another one over there. And yeah.
Make some decorative covers. That's always good.
Yeah, more, like I said, it's my first castle. So like more castle-y. That's what it just looks like to me. So.
And I love the little secret entrance and little door. A castle's always got to have a secret way out.
Yeah, there is that. But then, so I was doing a lot of research on, like, the Muppets and the Muppet Show and everything, and they always had a back door for, like, the special guests, like the celebrities that would come in. So I had to put, like, a hidden door, like a back door kind of thing. So it's on the side, but, like, no one would see it if it's on the back. So we have a side door, yeah.
So are each of these towers their own sections, or does this whole thing transport as one piece?
No. So the back area that has the motors with the towers that go up and down, that's one piece. And then these sides actually can just pop off like this, and then they move. So it's really easy, and they're pretty sturdy. And then this there you go. And then this front section is all one piece, but it's built like a tank, so it's like it's pretty dense. So it every bump we hit, I was listening for like those creaks and cracks, but nothing really happened. So we got it here in one piece, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it home in one piece, and then yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't think we've talked about the water yet. You've got some movement down here, and of course more characters as well.
Yeah, I have Kermit. I was going to make him like the king or whatever, but I thought as far as Kermit would go, he would love to just be sitting on his log playing his banjo, like on a nice lazy creek or pond. And I got the water wheel down here just for more movement, just so it kind of, it's not stagnant build. And like, I like movement and lights and everything. But
where did you get the graphics from?
That's a funny story. I got the graphics. Actually, it was set up, and that was actually just a bridge. And then my barber in Gladstone, the Gladstone barber, he just printed those out. He does like screen printing and graphics and stuff. And so he showed me like, hey, you need a sign. And I was like, yeah, I need a sign. So like I set it up Thursday, and then Thursday night he put that on the tile for me. And Friday I rebuilt that whole thing, just trying to get the logo in. It kind of blocks the steam organ, but I like it better with the logo. So it kind of draws the whole thing together. So
completes the build very nicely. So great work here, Mark. Thanks for taking us through everything here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.